Hey guys, this is Bob Ferngren and I'm back with another video on network marketing. And my heart, my prayer, my desire for you is that you can learn from someone like me, been in the industry for a long time, made every mistake I think you can possibly make. But you see, I didn't quit. And because I didn't quit, and because I made those mistakes, and because I'm at or above average intelligence, I was able to learn from those mistakes, adjust, make the changes I needed to make, grow, learn more, do more, and eventually have had tremendous success in this wonderful industry. And my main focus is social media, sharing with you how you can build your business using primarily your smartphone, done primarily from home, and really using all these wonderful tools, because we live in the best time for reaching people. The absolute best time for reaching people to share the message of your opportunity, to share the message of your product. So today I want to talk to you about something that you may or may not be using, or you may or may not even be aware of, and it's called stories. On both Instagram and Facebook, there's something called stories. You may have noticed it. They're at the top of your news feeds. And basically you click on it and go check out other people's. They're telling a story. Some of them have them like, wow, here's a picture of me, or a couple of pictures of me, or whatever. Some people have really put some time and effort into it, and they tell a story. Remember, facts tell, stories sell. Remember that from the time that we left the Garden of Eden and we began to group up in tribes, what did we do? We told stories. Storytelling is the best way to really accomplish anything. People relate to stories. Unless there's some kind of, really high science engineering kind of guy, they don't really relate to facts. They relate to stories. And you want to be able to utilize stories to build your brand, to market your business. Building your brand is the number one goal you have at all times. The number one goal you have at all times is building your personal brand, which creates your tribe and increases your tribe. We've talked about a lot of that, about frequency of posting, about getting out there, about becoming your own reality show. We've talked about live, and we're going to talk more about live. But let's talk about stories. They're found at the top of both of your news feeds, Instagram and Facebook. And here's the coolest thing. You can just go there and you can just add pics to get it started, to start learning how to do it. Now, there's all sorts of fun and clever things, emojis and little tiny video type things and other things you can add to make your stories attractive in both Instagram and Facebook. But here's what I want to explain to you about stories. Number one, you have to be there, because every one of your friends gets notified when you've updated your story. Oh, you mean they're looking at me? That's right. That's right. Remember, everything you're learning is far ahead of 98% of what people are doing. I don't care how many great people you see who intimidate you. Everything you're learning from me is so far ahead of what average people are doing. If you really follow stories, people are just kind of putting stuff up there, right? There are some people, and this is where you want to work yourself to really putting some brain power, some creativity behind it. And you have two things you want to do in your stories. You want to brand yourself. So you're telling the story. Maybe, you have 5 or 6 pictures in a row with some fun emojis and stuff, about being at the kids' soccer game. Well, what does that do for my business? It tells the world who you are, what your values are, what your priorities are. And it starts building your tribe. Do you know how many millions and millions and millions and millions of parents have their kids in extracurriculars? But you don't need millions and millions of people. You really, and I think every company I know, you only need a few right people to get your business cranked up. And you're trying to attract them to you, not your products, not your company, not your service. You see, people aren't attracted to buildings, and they're not attracted to products. They're attracted to people and their stories. They're stories, right? So you can, and I would do a lot of lifestyle type things in your stories. But unlike your public wall on Facebook and Instagram, you can actually do some pretty serious marketing and potentially selling in your stories. Because if you can get creative, and maybe you're in cosmetics and you're showing a series of improvements in someone's appearance through the use of your products, all the way to a final one, and you can use one of those cool emojis that says, would you be interested? Yes or no. Yes or yes. There's a lot of fun things you can do there. So you can start showing transformations. You can show how your products are improving the lives of others. You can tell the story of your products, and you can add in fun things there to that. Again, you don't want every one of your stories to be spammy or trying to sell, because the main game here is you, getting eyes on you. Attention is the key, so that people are interested in you. And of course, the game is, you're making more friends. You see, that was always my game, even before the social media thing. Make more friends. Increase the size of the circle, because all things considered equal, you know this, people want to do business with friends. All things considered unequal, people still want to do business with friends. So here's the deal. I'm not the guy who teaches you specifically how to do something. My job is to prompt you to go do it. And if you have staked a claim to a better future through your goals, through your dreams, through your purpose, like exactly where you're going, then you're willing to do the work that needs to be done at this time in life to build your business. So here's what I would suggest on stories. Just start doing it. Don't worry about I got to be so great. I got to have my story perfect. No. I'm not even close. I'm not 40% of the way where I want to be on stories. My wife is significantly better. Many people in our organization are. That's okay, because I was having great success prospecting and recruiting in other ways in social media. So now a couple of those things have slowed down. So now I'm going to push my energy into excelling. Now, how do I do that? Time on task. I just keep doing things, and I learn, and okay, that didn't work. I can do this. I keep trying. I fail. I fail forward. But see, I'm not afraid of it. I could care less what anybody thinks about me or, judging me. I'm only judged by the Creator, so I don't care what people think. But I know that stories really, really, really work, and it's working for a lot of people in our team. So as a couple things I'm doing slowed down, now I push my energy over there. And within 2 to 6 weeks, I will be a world-class expert, because every day, I'll put energy into my stories until I'm able to further build my brand and market my business and figure out how to sell through my stories, because that's what you need to do. You need to sell out first on your future with your goals and your purpose. Once you're sold out, then you're willing to go learn the things you need to do in social media to be successful. If you're not sold out on your better future, why would you even work on these things? But I think you are. I think you are sold out. Stories. I would encourage you to get serious about stories.